What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today, I got a pretty fun one for you. Well, at least I had fun doing it. If you remember my buddy Levi, the shoeless mechanic, we helped him put his transmission back in after he rebuilt the clutch and everything. So he decided to let me drive his car. So today, what you're going to see is the process of me learning manual for the first time. I've never driven a stick shift, a manual transmission before in my life. This was my first time ever attempting, and honestly, I think I did pretty good. But I'll let you guys be the judge of that. So let's jump straight into it. I'm excited, y'all, about to try and drive manual for the first time. We'll see how this goes. What's up?
Do I need to explain everything?
For the most part.
So you got to put the clutch down to even be able to turn it over. So whether it's in gear or neutral, you got to have the clutch down. It is in gear, so I can put the clutch down. If I drop the clutch now, it's going to stall out.
Yeah.
Back and forth, like everyone knows the classic way, like that's just that line right in the middle. You're far, like that's neutral. You're in neutral. Clutch down, all the way to the left. You can see your, and like that click, like
Right, you'll feel it.
Like you kind of know when it's in gear. Like,
yeah.
Put it in gear, and then just like let off. Like you can like feel it pick up.
Yeah.
And then go back to the floor, just right when you start to like feel it start to pick up the front end. Like that's your friction zone.
Yeah.
So when you're taking off, like if you're off this on the flat, it's like starts like you slowly let off. I didn't really give it gas there either. Like it literally just kind of like as I slowly let off the RPM, just I gave it a little gas because it'll stall, but barely any, honestly.
Yeah.
Like once its momentum kind of just kept the engine going. I won't even try to like move yet. I just leave the e-brake on. I didn't have to worry about the car moving.
Right.
I could find
you can still feel
zone.
it.
And then, like I said, you just push the clutch back to the floor if anything starts to, if you let out too much. Like that's
right.
your safety. Just if you come this way and let off, I mean, it's gonna stall out.
Yeah.
But your safety just push it to the floor, and then once you're in neutral, it's all free. You can let off, take a breath, calm down, just get into neutral. I just do that a couple times. Just kind of feel once it starts to pick up, bring it back. And don't stay like on it because you're gonna heat up the clutch. Just do that a couple times, get the friction zone. Once you know, you can drop this and do it and try to take off. But like I said, just no way to do it but
yeah, just gotta try it and feel it. I can watch all the videos and read as much as I ever want, but you never know until you actually feel it.
And like I said, once you do it, you'll realize like this ain't shit. Like I said, it's in gear, so.
Oh man.
I don't even know if I want to be in here, but just get out and make it easier on you.
You should get in it, and you can hold this. You care if I move the seat at all? Or
no, get comfortable, dude. Like this is your car right now, for real. Said you're in gear, so. But if the clutch is down, you're good. So you could start it like that. You just make sure, like, before you do anything, pull it back to neutral, or if you're ready to go, just leave where it's at.
I should kind of get a feel for this.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I should explain, like with this, like, when you are going in first gear and then it's just straight back into second.
Right.
Like, I mean, you kind of keep it over there, obviously, but you're pretty much first, back into second, and then when you push forward in the third, it's like so nice. You literally just push forward, it pretty much naturally goes into center, and then just straight up in the third. So it's just like first, straight back into second, and then you just let it glide up into third. Like you can just pretty much put your palm and then boom, it goes into third. And then fourth is straight back too. But fourth and fifth, you don't get them to them that much really. But yeah, first, second, third, like you're going to be in that all day.
Yeah, it does naturally just want to go straight up. But I guess certain cars are probably different. They
yeah, 6-speed, you know, but I'm pretty sure for the most, I don't know, works for me. But do whatever you want to do, try to test out the friction zone. Right when that hood, like it starts to come up, I mean, you're pretty much, if you weren't like on the brake or the e-brake, like that's when you start to give it a little gas and like get fully out of it. You just not fully, like don't drop it, but. And then once you get used to it, you'll be able to get out faster without dropping it. You'll see. Start this up.
Right. Safety first.
Depending on how fast you pick it up, you might be like, oh. Just slowly creep it up. There it is. So right there.
Yeah, it's pretty far up.
It ain't that bad though. Like just cruise up a little quicker, you know, to that point then. Yeah, right there. I mean, that feels good just sitting here like that. So if you're off the e-brake now and you just do that and keep coming up that slow, I guarantee you're gonna pull off, like take off. Like yeah, as I said, everything goes wrong, you just clutch in. So there's nothing to be worried about. Boom. Nice. Now if you want to, you can swing it, just swing it slow.
I want it to be super jerky, but
no, that's really good. Like I said, like I just think that e-brake thing helps a lot, just knowing the friction zone. Instead of trying to fully take off and get all the jerky shit all at the same time trying to feel it, you're sitting still. All you feel is the clutch. Pull straight back in a second if you want, like, and you'll feel it click. So just like clutch in, and then just don't drop it. Like you can come out quicker than you're coming out, but just don't like drop it.
Just feel for just cruising for a second.
It's all about the stop and goes. Those are the hardest. And then for me, this, other than the stop and goes, I'd say just shifting downshifting for like turning, like coming to like a, you know, not steeper.
That's my thing.
A tighter corner. You want to be down a gear.
Get on the clutch after letting off.
And then like you can brake like a little bit. You don't have to like push in the clutch to come to like to come to a stop. Yeah, but yeah. And like it'll bog down pretty low like without the clutch. But I mean, hey, just stop here, clutch in. We're going.
I'm afraid to attempt to stop.
As long as the clutch is to the floor, like you're not gonna do anything. So you can clutch the floor, pull it back, just pull it like a half click back into neutral, and then like you're in neutral, and then you can just come to a stop with the brakes.
Okay.
So like I said, you just try another takeoff if you want. Like I said, you know where you're at. You just might want to speed it up a little bit. I don't want to say too much, but I mean you're pretty slow coming off of it. But that's a good thing, and you're not dropping it.
Yeah, because there's such a large
but you don't want to do so much you're sitting there slipping it because that's heating the clutch up. Right. So it's like slipping's bad, but it does help to like get used to shit. You're good. Clutch in and just restart it. You're good. Just take a breather.
First attempt was better.
Yeah, you might just be coming out a little too fast now. I told you to speed up. Or you're maybe that time you might have been coming out good, but you just didn't give enough gas that time because you came out faster, but the engine just wasn't ready, and the car's momentum wasn't rolling before you were already kind of creeping forward a little bit. Yeah, that gas sounds about right what you're doing. You just gotta, but pretty much start doing that once. You're good. Just start to do that once you're like off of it more. We're at that friction zone. Like get to the friction zone and then kind of and then just slowly. First time you got it. If you're nervous, just chill for a second. First takeoff was good.
I think that's my thing. I'm trying to have the RPMs up too high, too early.
Before you didn't even like hit the gas and you took off.
No,
it's almost like a normal car. Like when you're getting off the line, it's almost you're just the same kind of gas. You're just easing into it, but the clutch is just there. You're just easing out of the clutch as you're easing into the gas. Like you said, it's kind of that teeter-totter thing. Like you're right about that too. Just maybe slip it a little more. It's not gonna hurt it. Just need a little more speed before you're all the way out of it. That's what's stalling it. We don't got enough. The weight of the car is still just stopping the engine. There you go. Nice. I like see.
But yeah, I just gotta go super slow for a while first.
Just think you're just tripping about how high up the friction zone is on it. And
yeah, I gotta come off of it.
Once you like know where it's at, like you're good. Because like once it starts to grab, you're pretty much like you're like there. It's like 90%. You just need that little transition into going. So watch it come to stop. You stall out. All right, you know what you're doing. And if you want to do the e-brake thing a couple more times, just do the e-brake and do it a bunch, you know, like so you really get to where it's at. You know where it's at. Like grab, it's grabbing. Once you get that, you're like it's grabbing, low gas, grabbing, low gas, and then you get going. Yep, right there. And just do it again. And just grab right when it starts to pick it up. Back to the floor. Right there. And then once you feel that grab, you can just e-brake down, get it going. And almost just like I said, the gas is almost just like a boom boom, just to keep it, just to keep the RPMs up. You're not even really like accelerating. You're just keeping the engine where it's at while the clutch starts to slow it down. Yeah, you seem like you got it now. You know where it's at.
quicker.
Yeah, and that only comes with doing it. Like, literally. So, like, boom. That was good. Like, I said, try put in second if you want. It's just straight back, like, while the clutch is down, and then don't drop it. Just come up out of it. But you can go a little faster when you're moving, you know. You ain't got to... And then when you downshift and, like, come back down in the first, it's the same thing. You just want to... You don't want to drop it downshifting, but you definitely don't want to be all the way up to the top of second. It's just obvious. And that's like another way you slow down too, which is nice. And you need to do it, like I said, if you're coming into a tight corner and you're up in third and you don't come down, like when you, it's so awkward because you have no acceleration in the car. So like you actually have to get used to getting the downshifts. Like that's a little rough, but it ain't bad at all. Like that's where you need to be to get better. Like you're doing it, so yeah. And now you're good. You feel it clicking in a second, no problem.
Yeah, once I'm moving, it's fine. It's gonna be slowing down, coming to a stop, and getting started.
I said slowing down is nothing. You ain't gotta worry about the clutch. It's just like anything. You just get on your brakes. Like, and a lot of times, as long as you're not coming to a complete stop, you really don't have to worry about your clutching other than shifting into gear and downshifting. And downshifting is like something to get used to, but like I said, as long as you're just, you know where your clutch is at, it's like you just ease into it. You never want to drop down into shit. And that's another thing. That just, it's more like just get to your friction zone before you start to get off the, you know, the brake. Like just have your brake and your clutch, and then once you start to feel the friction zone, that's when you can kind of transition to your gas, and then at the same time.
Okay. At least it wasn't a violent stall.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're good. Just stay on the brake, like I said, till you get to the friction zone, and then that'll almost hold you in place, and then you can get into your gas. Nice. This is because you're in second, you're kind of slow, so, and then you can like get on it in like a little straightaway and like get it in the second. You know, you can like drop it a little in the second. You don't drop it, but you can, you know, you get out of it pretty quick when you got momentum behind you.
Empty lot.
You pretty much need it. You don't want to be on the street your first time. I mean, you could get away with it, but
I'd rather not be. I wouldn't be.
At this point, bro, you're about to drive us home at this point, so you're good.
I'm still sketchy and iffy about the stops and starts.
You're there. You're there. You know what you're doing.
I guess you should technically put it in neutral and stuff.
Well, some people, I do kind of pull it back in the neutral sometimes, but it can be considered, like, I guess, dangerous. They said the car's like not as controllable in neutral. But like when I'm coming to a stop sign or something, I like to just pull it back and just kind of. So I'm not worried about it. I don't like to hold the clutch in a bunch. I think I do that too much already. You're just going too slow now, I'd say, like just letting it in and out, but which is a good place to be, like way better than fast. But right. You're gonna get
break shit, so
yeah, you're good, dude.
Slow,
and I appreciate it.
transition to from first to second is super easy.
And like I said, third is nice too. So we ain't got a lot of speed back here to get to that, but it's not far off because first and second are really short. I mean, said even in our neighborhood, like it's like you want to stay in second, but it's like you kind of need to go to third. I drop and get it.
Oh yeah, I'm in neutral.
You're like, I'm taking off real smooth.
Yeah, I'm like, this was great while you're rolling.
Get on a little bit and throw it in the second. Come on now. Just make sure it clicks. Drop. I said this clutch is real soft too. Like I feel like before I swapped it, like the way you dropped it right there, it would have been more I'm like that. It just kind of like almost feels like it slips through the bite. And you're just driving now, boy. So, I mean, welcome to the club, bud.
Still haven't gotten out of second though.
Like I said, you can pull out of the street if you want. You can just come back down through the light. And it ain't hard. Like I said, you literally, like third's so nice because it just pushes, like it just goes. Like
nice.
But like treat it like a car. If you're gonna pull out there, you know, put your signals on.
I'm gonna go around this way a couple times.
That's cool. I'm not trying to rush you.
Out on the street.
Yeah, exactly. But like I said, it doesn't hurt to remember it's still a car. You know, don't get too used to parking lot feel. Like you want to like treat it like you'd be on the street. Pulling out on the street with confidence. Okay, so you can get down, you can get off of it a little quicker in second too. It's not gonna, you're not gonna stall in second like that. So we can try out reverse too if you want. It's like not bad at all. You've already know what you're doing. So with the reverse though, I do feel like I slip it a lot more than just fully letting it out. But I have been letting it out more lately, like but it like takes off. But with this, it's like a lockout for reverse, so you gotta go over, up, and then like this one's reverse. Oh yeah, you don't got the clutch on my mind. But reverse can kind of be a little fidgety, but yeah, that's just a lockout, so you gotta just pull that with your fingers and then back and feel it click in. And then yeah, same way, just kind of slip it, and like you can fully let it out once you get going, but it's just like I said, it's a reverse, so it's a little more torquey. So yeah.
So sketchy.
Yeah, like when it because it just goes, like you feel it, like just like oh shit. But like I said, I slip it a lot in reverse. I don't it doesn't seem like I ever really need to come fully out of it. Like it goes, like
it's all or nothing.
It's just kind of boom boom, and then like once you got the momentum, you can almost clutch in, just roll back the rest and then go. So it's like I don't really, unless I'm on a hill, I don't really get on it too much in reverse. But you got the hang of it, dude. I mean, you're good at this point. You could drive a man. Congratulations. like there's nothing else to it other than more practice, and so keep practicing, drive home, whatever you want to do.
Practicing, making sure I'm actually comfortable being on the road, because right now I don't think I would not be comfortable like in traffic. Yeah. With actual people on the road.
See, that's what I mean. This clutch is like,
that was close.
I feel like my old clutch would have stalled for sure right there. Like, this one's so slippy. Like, it doesn't really bite. Like, it does. I don't know how to, I don't know. I don't know if I'm just used to it or not.
There's a bus behind me. I'm like,
yeah,
actually do this.
Yeah, but it's no different, dude. It's just, who cares? Like, it's all the same.
Roll back into the
yeah,
bus.
but you gotta think, you're not rolling as really as much as it seems like you're rolling either. Like, when you're rolling a little bit, like, you're really not going back too much. But yeah, I've definitely had sometimes I just skirt off. Like I said, it's not that bad to roll back. If you just kind of, like I said, you stay on the brake, and then you just kind of, once you're at that friction zone, don't even come off the brake till you're there. So you can just kind of, you're not going to roll back, really. That was the softest stall.
I know, that's what I mean. At least I'm not braking. I'm stalling gracefully. I want to start drifting. This is.
So you're already, you can drive. So
so
you already got it down. Now I think you're just tripping yourself out, overthinking it. You already know what you need to do. You've been doing. There's nothing to it.
I'm not smooth enough.
Yeah, you are. You are, but you're plenty smooth enough. I'm telling you. Like,
still,
I feel like you're doing better than I did my first time. Like this is, you already been on the road. You're smooth. You're fine. And like I said, even if you stall, it's just a quick restart. You just start it up. You don't even got to go neutral. Just drop the clutch, start it up, and then if you're in first, you can go right back to another start. Like, get it going. But yeah, you could go out and buy a manual car now and be able to drive it home. Like, you know what you're doing.
Yeah,
so
I could get it home, but I wouldn't be comfortable.
No, dude, I don't know why.
Safe.
I really don't know why. You're just driving right now. You're 100% good. It's the hardest part about getting. Yeah, we are, but you've already. There's nothing. There's no difference. It's just a car.
I'd figure it out, but I feel like I would end up rolling backwards into somebody or screwing up on a downshift or
Just say right now, just
stop or something.
Downshifts are kind of like whatever, but you were just doing them here and they seem fine. Like, as long as you're not just dropping it. And like I said, if you're just spiked in third gear and you bring it down in second and drop it, it's just gonna blow your tranny up or your engine. Drive us home, bud. You're good. Like I said, you know how to drive. At this point, you could buy a manual car. You know what you're doing. You can get in it. You could start it. You could drive it home, own it, and get better. So,
I mean, that's the goal. I definitely want to buy a manual.
Yeah.
I'm not buying another car unless it's a manual.
Yeah, and reverse is good too. Really. I feel like I was more jumpy even now in reverse. You're good, dude. I don't know, dude. Hopefully my tires are good.
Dude, I'll buy you new tires.
Yeah. Let out.
I didn't want to let off the clutch. I just kept it in the whole defeated the whole purpose of trying to learn how to downshift.
And honestly, at the four-way stop, you pretty much need to come to a stop anyways, so. Almost, you're good. You're dry. You didn't stall it.
I almost stalled it, that's what I meant.
Yeah, but you didn't. And even if you did, like, it ain't nothing. It's just part of learning.
don't want to slip it too much, but I don't just want to drop it.
I want to say like maybe you need to give it a little more gas right there, but I'm not sure. Definitely need to shift up earlier. I don't know, I tend to shift up early in this because it just sounds so... I want to say maybe just slightly more gas on your takeoffs when it's rough like that, and just a little slower on like letting it out. Yeah. Chunky takeoffs just kind of happen sometimes too, so.
It's because I'm afraid to do too much gas because I'm thinking that's going to make it worse.
Like I said, I do it too, it doesn't even matter. Like sometimes you just take off chunky.
Yeah. What that thing for again?
No, I do wonder what that was though, because I don't even see it anymore. It only took you an hour to learn, but not even. You had it right 15 minutes ago. Not you had it right away, honestly. Alright, launch.
Look, that's the easy stuff. It's trying to be smooth and gentle that's actually the tricky part.
If you didn't put it into a guardrail. Alright.
I thought I'd saved it.
You're good.
It's okay, I'm sorry.
You're good.
I was just trying to rev too much. Too soon, I think.
Is it acting weird?
I think it's just me sucking. I've lost it all already.
Come on, do it again, bud. Take off so I know it's working still, because now you got me thinking it's broken. It feels like it's acting.
I think I'm just coming out of it way too slow still, or something.
You were just driving fine, so what's happening here?
I don't know.
I guess it's just you. Well,
Yeah, it's just
what's
me.
wrong, bud? Alright, you take a left here.
I don't want
No more practice, you're good.
I don't want to.
You're good. I'm not trying to push you. If you want to do parking lot more, I'm just saying you're good. Yeah, God, I wish we had real cars with real turbos. God, I need a V8 mini truck.
Dude, that's like my goal is to get a Toyota pickup.
You don't know what?
I don't know what to,
I'll tell you what you do know.
Next, what the practice.
You know how to drive a manual, that's what you know.
Install it.
It's just this spot apparently that
It is. It's because it's got that slight rollback.
Nice. Like that's pretty much exactly like how it sounds when I'm downshifting for shit. You're good. Don't trip out about him. Just get on a little more. Like I said, don't.
experiences though, to get used to it.
Well,
Chill for a second.
yeah, how's his first experience going so far, bud?
I don't know. I'm about it.
Yeah.
I don't want to stop, but I don't know if there's much else I can do at the moment.
Except for get a manual and start driving.
Yeah.
At this point, you know what you're doing. I said it's all about if you can hop in one, start it up, and drive away. Like, I think you know what you're doing. So, just soaking it in that you're a pro now.
I wouldn't go that far.
I know. I just feel amazing that I can drive it. So it's just nice knowing. And like,
Yeah,
now I
like,
want you guys to feel that way, especially since you guys are car people and want to do
I
it.
need. It's like it is a major milestone and goal.
And now it's done. Check it off, bud.
Well, it's
You
not.
can, it
it's
is.
not done yet.
Yes, it is. You can drive manual, bud. Like whether you want to accept it or not, right now.
As good as I want.
Yeah, but you can. Want to drive us home?
I think that's the only step left at this point. I don't trust myself on those hills. Just gotta figure it out. Let's do it. Let's do it.
This is just driving. It's like any other car, only you're shifting. It's the only difference.
That's the hard part.
Yeah, but you're just tripping over it. You already know what you're doing. You've been driving good all night. There's nothing to it but to do it.
Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Cruising now, boy. So you just pull it back in neutral if you want and just cruise up. That's what I normally do and just look neutral.
Expect to be driving on the road in the same night. Honestly.
I did. Cause this is my goal. I was like, this motherfucker's learning tonight. After learning, I just feel like it's just so much easier. I just feel like people just trip out.
I did definitely expect it to be worse than it was, but I also prepared myself. Watching videos and doing research on how to do it properly for like ever.
Like I said, I've done that. Yeah, I've done the same thing like my whole life.
To do it, it was just actually getting behind the wheel and feeling it was the next step.
The friction gen is like the biggest point.
These hills. As long as nobody comes up
Said
behind
nothing.
me,
Just give it a little more gas. All you gotta do. And like I said, you ain't gotta fully let out of the clutch either. You kind of treat it like reverse and you just go boom, 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 and then you get it. You know what you're doing. I'm just talking at this point.
I mean, any little tips and tricks. They're coming up behind me. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're good. There you go. Perfect, perfect. Exactly. Like that's all you need to do right in that situation, like every time. Drop the clutch. You should just let it just slow down. I mean, yeah, you could have probably went down first for that. It would have been easier, but you could have stayed second. But you pushed the clutch in. It felt like you let out the clutch like halfway through the corner. Like, just leave it in. So it's not going to stall like that. You really won't stall until you come to like damn near complete stop.
So that was it. What'd you think? I was only out there for maybe an hour and a half, and I was able to drive the car back home. So I think that's pretty decent for a first attempt, for only practicing for less than 2 hours. So how do you think I did? Let me know in the comments if you have any tips or tricks you think would help me out. If you think I suck, let me know. If you think I did great, let me know. I want to hear it. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.